Hello my lovely amors, welcome back again to another pick a card. So for today's topic, this is really important, and that is all that you need to know right now in this present moment. Okay, so I want to do a pick a card that brings a lot of peace, a lot of calmness and harmony into your life. And just know that this reading is timeless, so whenever you are watching this, whenever I have uploaded, the messages will still be relevant, okay? But remember, still use your own intuition. And so just a few days ago, I got this new Cosmic Dancer Oracle card, super beautiful. So we are going to be only using this deck for your reading, and as you can see, it is a big card and they have such beautiful illustrations, so I really want you to also pay attention to the illustrations, okay? So if you would like to further support this channel and receive exclusive longer reading videos with the topic that you choose yourself, with the questions that you want, you can come and join my Patreon at patreon.com/CindyAntoinette. And also I would love for you to check out a collaboration video that is very insightful that I did with my friend, where we talk about, a little bit of a contradicting topic, but this is actually really important, and this is about the 4 dark sides to the spiritual or the law of attraction community. Because let us not forget, in every other community there will always be that other dark side to them that we do have to be aware. So if you want to learn some more spirituality, both the dark side and the light side of life, art, lifestyle as well, you can check out my other YouTube channel at Amorinet and also my Instagram. So now on to choosing your piles from pile number 1, 2, and 3. I will be using my own paintings as always as a tool for you to choose. From pile number 1 to 3 is from left to right. Alright, so for pile number 1, let's take a look. So what is it that you really need to know? What messages can we have for you, pile number 1, from your spirit guides, the universe, your angels, your ancestors, your higher self, okay, or to whoever that you connect to? Pile number 1, I feel that you are really sad right now. Ooh, there's a lot of heavy energy. You feel really, really sad. I suddenly feel this headache, like this pulsating, pulsating energy on my forehead. You are so sad and so tired, especially in your love life. That's what I'm picking up. Oh, you went through a lot of things in life, especially when it comes to your love life. There is this feeling that you're just not really happy, or that, relationship after relationship, time after time, you're just not really getting the treatment that you truly deserve. You're not getting that love. You're not getting that respect that you do know you deserve, because you've been doing so much for other people and yet you're not getting anything much back, okay? So let's take a look. What do we have? Wow, we have the sacred, no, not the sacred, create the sacred space, okay, with the number 32. Now I see the number 32 can also symbolize with the number 5 in numerology, okay? 3 plus 2 equals 5. 5 is all about change, transformation, okay? So you can also pay attention to the illustration yourself. As you can see, it's very beautiful, very spiritual as well. And as you can see over here, there is this lady meditating, just minding her own business in the middle of this glass pyramid, okay, with all of the galaxies, like swirling galaxies and nebula all around her. And there is this beacon of light at the top of the pyramid, all the way up into the sky, okay? So you you really do need to heal. And I know it's not something that we like to listen, especially when we really just want that love. We want to have that relationship. We are tired of healing over and over again. We just want to have that love, right? I get it. I get it. I am literally in this place as well right now. So I understand. I understand, pal number one. Okay, my amors, I understand. This is also for me. So here's the thing. Even when things seem like it's just so, you know, tiring and unfulfilling as hell, and you're just so damn tired, you can even hear from my voice, right? My intonation. I sound really tired, and I was not like this at all when I started this reading. I mean, when I started this video. And so it is important for you to take a look at all the things, you know, looking at the bigger picture, at what's been truly going on in your love life, what's going on within yourself, what is going on within your partner life as well, or your ex or your crush, whoever. Doesn't matter the relationship, the status, the person. Just take a look deep within and in each of you, okay? Both within yourself and within your partner as well. This is a time for you to take a moment to just take a deep breath. And sometimes even when you feel it's very hard for you to breathe, it's like just take a deep breath and let it go for now, okay? Now for some of you, I feel that you may have a bit of a cold or a fever. Yeah, because the moment that I started your pile number one, I feel like I don't even have a flu, I don't even have a cold or a fever, but I feel like something, it's like there's like something in my nose, but it's more of the sense like I cannot breathe. You know, in some ways, with this illustration, even though it looks like she is just, you know, minding her own business and meditating and focusing on her own healing journey within this glass pyramid, I feel this claustrophobic, I think that's what it's called, right? Claustrophobic feeling, like it's too tight. Oh, it's too tight. I need more space. I feel that, okay? I feel that for you. So in the past, you may have dealt with so many manipulative or toxic people that always drain, they always drain your energy. They have a lot of fear of commitment, or maybe they just keep ghosting you, you know, on and off communication, hot and cold behavior all the freaking time. And yet, strangely, they don't want you to go anywhere. And so they try to cling you. They try to put in their claws right into you. So again, this could be an ex. This can be like a crush, like whoever, okay? It doesn't matter, whoever that you are dealing with, whether it's now or anywhere in the past. But I feel that you have been dealing with somebody that was not, committal to you. They or they just don't really respect that. Maybe they actually cheated on you, or they left you on read or something. But there's just a lot of ghosting energy from, you know, other people, from somebody else. This is their behavior, okay? They were treating you really poorly in this connection, in this relationship. But this can also be friendship, by the way. And yet, even with that type of behavior, they did not want to let you go. Maybe they were being very, you know, overly possessive or overly jealous. And so it is time for you to really take a look at things from the bigger perspective about what is it that you truly need and what is it that you truly want and that you deserve. And you have to make a decision. You need to find that clarity from within yourself first. What is it that you really want in your love life? Wow, the number 9, offer. beautiful. 9, by the way, when it comes to life path, is the highest, or the, we can say the final stage of enlightenment or spiritual awakening, knowledge, learning, and things like that. So I feel that for some of you, you may actually have a life path of number 9. Maybe some of you also have a master number life path like 11 or 33 or 22. I think that's also included in the life path. But either way, from number 1 to number 9, 9 is the ultimate, like that final stage of spiritual enlightenment. But that can also indicate you being an ancient soul, okay? This is not just an old soul. No, you're not just an old soul, my darling. No, 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 my dear amors, you are ancient. Very ancient. And this offer, this is what you have been doing for other people. You keep giving and giving and giving. But you forgot to also take the time to focus on yourself. Look at this lady over here, this beacon of light, and look at this as well, this lady, okay, with this offering. But I feel like this actually depicts of you receiving something from the universe. It is time for you to take a break, to just stop overly giving to people. Especially if you are a Virgo like myself, or any other signs, by the way. But I feel for some of you, you may have any Virgo in your charts, or that you were born in the month of September. Or this can also just indicate that type of energy that you do possess, okay? That Empress-like energy, that queen of, spirituality, emotion, love, intuition, abundance, prosperity. You are sitting in that energy. And remember, when it comes to the feminine energy, it doesn't always have to be about a woman, okay? It's not the gender. We all have both the feminine and the masculine energy, and we all need both of them. We all need that balance between the yin and the yang, okay? In each of us, all of us. Doesn't matter the gender, doesn't matter the sexuality. It is energy. I feel for a lot of you, you have been in tune with your divine feminine, but you have been living in this scared and dark, or just, maybe even vengeful, dark feminine energy instead of the divine feminine energy. And don't put yourself, in a position of shaming yourself for this, or, you listening to this reading and you feel bad about it. No, this is just about, be aware, okay? This is just like bringing you the message so that you can be aware. A lot of us, we don't even realize what type of energy, what type of archetype that we are living in, that we are playing, the role. We don't even realize it. And so it is time for you to tune back into your true divine feminine power by also connecting with your divine masculine power. You do need both of them. Now, I feel the root over here, the deepest, reason why you have been living in that dark feminine energy instead of the divine feminine energy is because at one point in your life, maybe all the way from your childhood, you lost a father figure, or you never had a father. Or this can also be any person, especially if it's a man, or your love life, it can be just any masculine energy that you lost or that you felt betrayed, okay? So you feel that you don't have, or maybe you never even experience somebody that truly holds that true divine masculine energy. Again, remember, the gender and the sexuality doesn't matter. But yeah, what I'm trying to say here is that for most of you who's watching, because I just feel most of my audience, like 70 to 80% of my audience over here, hold that divine feminine energy. Somehow my channel just attracts a lot of divine feminine energy, and especially women as well. But again, remember, the sexuality doesn't matter. So I feel for the most part of you who's watching, you are the feminine. Okay, and you do need to find that balance by finding that divine masculine energy within yourself, which is that feeling of, you know, stability, grounding, planning things ahead, loving yourself, respecting yourself, and protecting yourself as well, honoring your heart. Okay, that is the true divine masculine energy. The power of the divine masculine is actually honoring the heart, is honoring that love, that spiritual awareness within yourself, and actually taking action to protect yourself. Okay, I just feel there needs to be a lot of protection, healing energy that you really need to focus on right now, pile number 1. So it's time for you to offer something to yourself. This is a time, especially if you are watching this by the time that I have posted, which is November 2020. But again, remember, the time is, you know, timeless with this reading. But if you are watching now as I am posting this, this is an indication, especially for the month of December, the month of holiday festivities. You need to be selfish, okay? And now the last one we have with the number 3. 3 is a very magical and prophetic number. It is the number of growth, giving birth, communication, creativity. But this can also talk about magic, as in literal magic. Some of you may feel called to be learning more about your spiritual practices or any other esoteric knowledge, witchcraft, magic. It can be anything, but I feel it has something to do with esoteric knowledge. You have a very beautiful and powerful spiritual energy within you that is still untapped, okay? And you have to unblock that. Now with this card, we have honor the process. Look at her wings, very beautiful. Let me take it. Look, very beautiful. Metamorphosis, okay? Transformation. Again with the number 5, transformation, beautiful, just like the butterfly. And look at all the season behind her. Winter, spring, summer, autumn. It's a cycle. Now, I feel that even though this is an oracle card, I feel when it comes to the traditional tarot, I can see this card as the world card and also the wheel of fortune, which talks about cycles, completing cycles, fulfillment, completion. It's a whole season, you know, it's like cycles basically, and also destiny. There you go. Yeah. Yes. So something actually may happen for you soon, especially in the month of December 2020, if you are watching this by that time, okay? If you are not watching this by this time, maybe you're watching this video next year or any time later, I see the number 3 can indicate within the next 3 weeks to a maximum of 3 months. So pay attention. Okay, something special may happen and it is destined. And I do see it is a connection. Something that is going to start from a friend or a collaboration, you know, any type of connection that you may have. It may actually turn into a lifetime of a romance. Ooh, so beautiful. I love this energy so much. And also with the number 3, you can also see this as a synchronizing number. You may be seeing this very often, which is a sign from the universe, okay? You may see a lot of number 333, 666, and 999. So let's take a look any last messages that you need to know right now, that you need to focus on right now. Oh wow, look at that. Notice the pattern with the number 41, 5, and then with the number 42 we have be magnetized. What did I say? That Empress energy. the divine feminine energy, which is that law of attraction energy or growth. You know, you can also see this as a symbolism of growth and giving birth to a new chapter within your life. So with this, notice the pattern. This is a reminder to take a look at things from a bigger perspective, like I mentioned from the beginning of this video, and that you have to pay attention to whatever pattern that you keep experiencing within your love life, whatever it is that is good, that is healthy, and whatever it is that used to be bad or even really toxic, you really have to pay attention. It is time for you to realign yourself, realign your life, and change, transmute your DNA. Okay, look at that with the DNA spiral. Okay, this can also talk about Kundalini rising, the Kundalini awakening. You may be experiencing tantric or tantra sex with somebody that is a soulmate, but I feel with this DNA, for quite a lot of you, you are in a twin flame journey, and both you and your twin flames are calling each other. But for now, what's important is to focus mostly on each of your spiritual journey. Okay, the future will come, don't worry. I see with this beautiful golden ray of sunshine and sparkles of gold and pink, this is like that ultimate love, that ultimate it's that ultimate, like literally all that glitters is actually gold. That is literally the feeling that you will have when you meet the one, when you meet your soulmate or twin flame. It is that ultimate love. It's very eternal. Look at that, it's so beautiful. It's pink, it's gold, it's sparkly. That I also see as a symbolism of a lifetime marriage. Okay, so whether you want marriage or not, it doesn't matter. You do you, okay? But this can also talk about commitment in general, that you will be attracting more of your soulmate's energy closer and closer to you, especially with this card that says be magnetized. Whether you are trying to do it purposely or not, but I feel like it is about to be time that you and this person come in union. Okay, so for now, it's important for you to notice the pattern first so that you can fix and heal whatever it is that happened in the past, so that you don't have to, you know, how do you call it, re-experiencing this cycle from the past anymore. Wow, beautiful. Also, I have created a lot, you know, quite a lot of videos about twin flames and soulmates and soul contract, things like that. And so if you want to watch those videos, it can be very helpful and beneficial, by the way, because I explain more about what is it that's truly going on in a soul connection if you want to learn more about it. And you know, sometime later I do want to make a video talking about the Kundalini, because it is very important. I feel for a lot of you, pile number one, you are going to have your Kundalini awaken. You are going to experience it because, you know, you are focusing on your own spiritual manifestation and healing. Yes, it is also because of you, but I feel that for quite a lot of you, you will have that activation, like DNA activation, that Kundalini awakening, because you will be having such a beautiful tantric sex with somebody, and that you do have a very deep and intimate soul connection. Okay, and also last but not least, you may need to do a DNA meditation. Now, just go ahead and do your own research, okay, and find whichever one that truly calls to you the most. And there you go, pile number one. That is your reading, and I will be back. Thank you. Hello there for pile number two. Now, let's take a look. Oh wait, let me clear up the energy from pile number one first. Okay, so let us start pile number two. Let me focus in the energy. Wow, you really need a lot of rest. I can already feel it. Okay, I'm channeling the energy. You really, really need to take a break physically. Wow, you are very tired. Physically, very tired. You may be doing a job that is just not meant to be for you. It's not good for you. And instead of doing you any more good, it's actually causing you even more harm. You may be getting paid well, but I don't see that it's going to last long, because it's really bad for your health, physically, mentally, and emotionally. And at the end of the day, you actually lose more than what you gain materialistically. So you may actually get physically ill. And what happens at the end? You use the exact same money that you earn from that company or from that place or from somebody to pay for your hospital bills, for the doctors or any other appointments. So please, you really need to make a decision. So whether you are working by yourself, maybe you are self-employed, you have a business, maybe you are a blogger, an entrepreneur, maybe you also do YouTube yourself, just like me, it is time for you to take a freaking break. You really need to take a break. Go on a trip, go for a staycation, whatever it is that you do. Even when you have responsibilities that you cannot leave, that's fine. You can still do your work just little by little, but take some time each single day to do something for yourself. Don't let any day goes by without a time at all where you're not doing anything for yourself. You just have to, whether it's only 5 minutes, whether it's only 10 minutes, do something for yourself. Whatever it is, it can be, pampering up yourself, giving yourself, a spa at the home, or do something creative. Whatever hobby, whatever skill that you are learning or that you want to do again, just do something for yourself. Now, if you are working for somebody else, or especially if this is a company, like a huge company, could be a corporate or any other type of job. It doesn't have to be a corporate company, by the way, but especially if it's a big, a company, a studio, I do see that you may actually want to, you already feel it. You're already thinking of leaving the place, but you may want to plan things out carefully first by sending business proposals and also portfolio to other places and move out. For some of you, you may actually be moving out to a different city, to a different state, okay? Or even to a different country. But I feel for most of you, this can be moving to a different city or state at the very least. Or just move to a different area. That could also be the message. Because you just have to change your energy by actually moving around physically, okay? So let's take a look. Wow. I was just talking about like physical movement, like the physical body, right? About your health especially. And look at this. Look at this. Look at the colors. Look at this beautiful lady that looks like a tree over here. And look at her beautiful chakras. All of them aligned. Bright, glowing, shining, okay? And especially this symbolizing nature, which is health, which is growth, which is stability. This is what you need right now. And anything else around you is not serving you if it's not, giving you that good vibe for your growth, for your health, and your happiness as well. Oops. Pardon me. I've been picking up a lot of energies today. So yeah, it is important for you to consult your body's wisdom with the number 37 over here. The 37 in numerology can also indicate with the number 10 and the number 1, okay? That is a completion of a cycle. And I feel like this is the cycle within your career, okay? I feel for for pile number 2, your focus is more about your career path, about what you are truly passionate about, what you can do and what you should do and what you want to do and what you need to do for yourself and for the upcoming success in the future. You have to start planting in the seeds, planting in the right investment for yourself from now on. You may need to spend some bit of more money. This could be on clothes or makeup, fashion, for example, if you are self-employed, if you are an entrepreneur, or especially if you are a blogger like me, you may need to spend some bit of more money. And sometimes it can feel a little bit expensive, but it is going to be really worth it because it is an investment. Even on the tiny things that it doesn't seem like it's an investment, but for example, this is what I personally just did for myself as well. In some ways, sometimes I can actually feel a little bit of resonating messages for me as well, even when I am doing YouTube readings. So it's really interesting to see that hundreds and thousands, 10,000s of people can watch my videos and so many, like hundreds of comments resonating with my messages in a way that I personally resonate with it as well. And I think that's beautiful, how the universe is so truly limitless as to how it needs to have its message delivered, right? So anyway, I'm giving you an example of what I also just did for myself. I treated myself with really luxurious makeup just yesterday. Just yesterday. And if you are following me on my Instagram, you will know and you will see that I've been like splurging out on makeup, especially makeup and clothes or just beauty products, okay? And for some people, okay, maybe they think that I'm just wasting money. Maybe they think like it's not worth it. But for me, the value of it, the worth of it, the beauty of it, the aesthetic to it, and also the quality of the products, I carefully choose them because I think it is an investment for my work. And at the same time, it's also, hey, I'm pampering myself, okay? So that is also your message, my lovely amors. Go ahead, spend some money on things that is a 2-in-1 package of you pampering yourself, but also investing in yourself. Now, I personally have been learning a lot about lifestyle, especially that, really elegant, and especially for me personally, feminine, elegant lifestyle. And it is so true. It's no joke. It's not dramatic when we take a look at the things that we do for ourselves. It is really that important for us to invest even on our own aesthetics, even on our own beauty. It's not shallow. It's not. It's just that stereotypical that, oh, if you spend a lot of money on material things, on expensive things, then you are just, shallow, or that maybe you're just that, dumb, bitch. bitch, okay? And I really hate that. I really, really hate that stereotype. It is so condescending, because let us just do our own thing, right? So the message that you need to take away from here is that, look, come on, consult your body's wisdom. What is it that you really, really need right now for your physical health? From the inside and the outside as well, okay? But I feel that for a lot of you, you are trying to increase your game in the dating world, also professionally as well. Okay, let's not forget about your career, but I see that you really do want to improve your game over here, and it has something to do with your beauty, with your like physical appearance. So I do see, especially with earth element, okay, that is the element of material things, something that is real, physical, tangible. I do see that it is a time for you to actually spend time and spend some money for yourself. That is actually a form of beauty, appreciation, but also investment. Okay, so let me take a drink. And let's take a look at the next card. Wow, with the number 33, okay, fine tune. The number 33 or with the number 6 in numerology can also indicate that divine feminine energy, by the way. And remember, in my readings, whenever I mention feminine or masculine, that is the energy. You can be a man, you can be a woman, you can be bisexual, gay, lesbian, whatever your gender, whatever your sexuality, doesn't matter. I am focusing more on the energy of the feminine and the masculine over here, okay? Even though I might as well say that most of my audience that are attracted to my channel are mostly the divine feminine, and especially women. Now, in my readings, if there is any specific, very specific message that I do see, I will definitely mention that, okay? But if I don't mention that, it means you can just take away that this is the energy, the form of energy of feminine and masculine energy, okay? So anyway, let's get back again to this fine tune. I see that you are really enjoying yourself. I mean, look at this lady over here in this like glass, like this floor glass, okay, mirroring. She looks like she's dancing, and there is this violet color on her heart chakra. It feels like you are really embracing that beauty side of yourself, but also this can indicate embracing the beauty side of life, of your life right now. Now we have with the number 28, yet again a number 10, okay, in numerology. Similar with this one, I actually just the same, okay, just the same with this. The number 37, which means 10, and then the number 28, which means 10 in numerology, okay, completion, fulfillment. With this card, it says communicate with spirit. Ooh, you do need to tap into your own magic or your spirituality, but I see that you have to do it through nature. You may feel called to learn, or maybe you want to be a nutritionist, a therapist, you want to work for nature, or you want to bring more awareness for the, you know, the environment, nature in general. And other than that, I just see that if you are into magic, any type of spiritual practice or witchcraft, you may want to learn a lot about herpetology, okay? You may learn a lot about the healing properties of plants, plant medicine. There you go. This can even be your life purpose. So yeah, if you feel called, then go ahead and do so. Now let's take a look at any last messages we need to know for your pile number 2. We have honestly assess. With the number, the number 6. So we have a lot of number 10 and the number 6. You know, sometimes I see the number 6 can also represent a pregnant lady, by the way, very symbolic. See, with the divine feminine, but then again, doesn't have to. This can also be about the divine masculine, of, you know, tuning into your intuitive side, okay? That is that intuition side within yourself. But here's the thing, with this number 6, honestly assess, especially this illustration of this person meditating and seeing through this matrix, okay? This person is sitting above the matrix. Oh, I just realized. So this guy over here, he is like meditating and holding like 2 things above his palm. One is a feather and one is a heart. So this represents the spiritual and the magical things of life, and the other one represents the, you know, human parts within ourselves, that humanity, emotions, not judging them. So it's time for you to also make a wish. I see with this shooting star over here, make a wish and do what's right for you. What is it that you really want? honestly assess the things that you really want in your life. Is it really fulfilling you or not? Maybe you need to take a trip, like a retreat, okay, to a nice place. Last but not least, I love this card. I see this as the moon goddess, and again, yet again, another card that obviously literally represent the divine feminine energy. Especially with this one, she looks very much like the moon goddess. I mean, come on, we literally have this number 8 with the moon cycles on her stomach, okay? By the way, talking about physical health now, if you are a woman though, you may often experience such painful cycles, okay? Moon cycles. Your period, your menstrual cycle may be really messy, or just it really hurts, okay? Maybe you have a lot of pain whenever you are having your cycle, and you should definitely check it out to a doctor, of course. But I also see that there is a message when it comes to spiritually, or we can say energetically. You may be keeping a lot of low vibrational energy, especially if you know had any partners, like any sexual partners that you know they're not really good, they did not respect you, okay, and they just wanted to drain your life force energy. I see that whatever toxic and dirty energy that these people possess, they leave it inside of you after they have sex with you, okay? I know this is very like esoteric and like, ooh, what is this, like that sounds very woo-woo, but it's an actual thing, okay, when it comes to energy, at least. Because when you have sexual, intimacy, that is a form of energy exchange. And so this can also just be a warning for you to be careful about who you have sex with, because that exchange of energy is really important, because you are a very sensitive person, okay? It's almost like you are a sponge, and you don't want to be sponging out of all that toxic dirty energy, okay? So yeah, other than that, last but not least, if you are holding more of that divine masculine energy, especially if you are actually a man, okay, again, actually doesn't matter the gender or sexuality, but then again, this is about you having to honor that feminine side within yourself, the energy of intuition, emotion, the heart, but also that high spiritual awareness by connecting with your soul, communicating with your higher self, okay? So yeah, there you go, pile number 2. And you know what, just one last card for you. And we have flow with divine timing. Oh, beautiful, with the moon and the sun, yin and yang. What did I say? Divine masculine and divine feminine energy balancing over here. So I feel for a lot of you, you may want to watch pile number 1 if you feel called to, especially if you are dealing with a very heavy love connection, or just, a really, I'm sorry, but a really messy love life. You may need to watch pile number 1, or maybe you already watched it yourself. So there you go. Okay, that is your reading. Thank you, and I will be back. Hello there for pile number 3, last one. So let's take a look. Ooh, let's take a look. Ooh, a lot of energy for sure. Again, excuse me if I ever burp just a little bit or have some bit of hiccups. Pardon me for that, okay? Please do excuse me. Every time that I am picking up such heavy or just, a lot of energy, it just happens that way. Ooh, pile number 3. Ooh, oh, okay. Pile number 3, you definitely have a very different message and a whole different level of energy compared to the previous 2 piles. Pile number 1 and pile number 2 was focusing a lot on themselves, focusing a lot on, calming energy, just finding that peace, finding that freedom, the love, the stability, the harmony. But I feel for you, pile number 3, wow, fire energy over here. Fire, fire, fire. A lot of red energy, a lot of that root and sacral and that solar plexus chakra beaming so brightly. But be careful if you let it go uncontrollable. Now, some people that have unstable or overly active, overly imbalanced, glowing root chakra and sacral chakra can result of them having a fear of commitment, fear of failure. They may be so much in their ego, their pride, they cannot control themselves, things like that. Overconfident people, basically. This can also indicate a root or a sacral chakra that is a little bit, I don't really want to say dirty. It could be actually, like energetically, it could be dirty, but it feels more like it's murky. Okay, like the energy, it feels like it's so overactive, but it's active in a very murky energy. See. Sorry, pardon me. So yeah, it's murky. It's not good. It's not good. It's not healthy. It's not active in that bright, fresh color, that clear color of red. It's that murky red, especially with paints, for example. You can just imagine you are mixing between crimson red color with a brownish color. Yeah, it looks like that. It literally looks like that, and that's not good. So definitely your message is that you need to balance or to heal that part of you. And how you can heal this is by taking a look at your childhood experiences. Okay, whoops. And yeah. Accidentally the candle died for you, pile number 3, but that's okay. That is not a bad omen. I just accidentally moved it, but I don't know, that happened. So then again, that's okay. It got really wet either way. So here's the thing, pile number 3, the way that you can heal this part of you, the root chakra, it usually goes back to our childhood days. Okay, whatever it is that you experience back in your childhood moments, whether it's with your family, parents, or anybody else around you that did not bring you a sense of safety, did not bring you a sense of protectiveness, did not bring you this sense of a peaceful home. If you ever experienced that, especially, I'm so sorry, but if you came from a broken home, that could be the reason why you lack this stability, you lack that true confidence, you lack that self-esteem. Okay, and possibly any other issues when it comes to sex. Okay, that could also be it. But this can also talk about passion. Maybe you feel like you lack the motivation or the drive for that passion to burn. You need the fuel. Okay, so I see what you really need to focus on now is to find your muse. That's why I keep mentioning fire, 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 a lot of red energy. It's because now is the time of you to take a moment and focus on what is it that you're truly passionate about. You have been burned out for such a long ass damn time, and you really need to get back in your track by doing something that you are passionate about. Whether it's just a hobby, whether it is an actual business, doesn't matter. Okay, I don't care. You gotta do something that is very passionate about yourself. And you cannot be stubborn anymore. I'm so sorry, pile number 3. You have a very different energy over here. And I feel that my personality usually kind of changes, like more, not personality, but more of like my attitude can change depending on the energy that I am picking up and the type of energy that you actually need to hear, that you need to deal with. and I feel a lot of sassiness. This energy can come from you as well, by the way, but don't lie to yourself. I feel that for some of you, again, you know, just don't take it personally if it doesn't resonate, but I feel like for most of you, don't lie to yourself if you keep saying that I'm okay, I'm fine, but you're not. You're just hurting yourself. You're not doing your passion. You're not happy. You pretend to go out there and date, you know, people, and you try to tell yourself, and that's fine, that's okay, I don't want commitment, or you know, it's fine for, you know, if I have an open if I have an open relationship. But I mean, if that is what you truly want, that's fine. But I just feel for the most part of you, you're actually lying to yourself, because you actually want the things that is actually quite the opposite of what you are doing right now, or what you are pretending to be right now. Okay, I have not even opened up the cards over here, and I can tell you for sure this energy is damn straight to the point. You really need to be honest with yourself, because what you truly want is love, is commitment, and you especially, you know, that success within your career as well. And that is why you really need to ground yourself, to communicate with yourself. What is it that you truly want and need? Okay, you really need that muse, that inspiration to light up your fire. A fire is the only element that cannot stand alone. It needs something to burn on. It needs the fuel, and you are trying to find that fuel, or you're trying to find that wax from outside of you, which I see is actually not a bad thing. Sometimes it's actually a good idea for us to find answers from outside of us. Sometimes it just happens that way. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. And so actually, a very interesting message that is coming for you, pile number 3, is that you actually do need to find something else from outside of you to help you. Okay, they're not there to fix you or to change you. You still gotta do it yourself. But there is something outside of you that can help you to bring this fuel to your creativity, to your passion for life, for success and happiness. And I feel that for quite a lot, this can be a person for you, okay? So with that being said, now let's open up the cards. Wow, we have honor the process with the number 3. You know, I feel that for a lot of you who's watching this, pile number 3, I feel that the type of person that you are attracting, or that you need to attract, is literally the type of people that I am reading for pile number 1 and pile number 2. So if you do want to watch for pile number 1 and pile number 2, this is going to represent the type of people or the type of person that you need to attract into your life. Or it can also mean that you need to be in that energy, just like the people for pile number 1 and pile number 2. We have play, and then we have consciously complete. You definitely need to collaborate or work together with people. You cannot do this alone, okay? Don't think, don't even, I don't want to hear it, don't even for a second think that you are weak, that you are shameful, that you are embarrassing if you ask for help, if you ask for a collaboration, if you ask for love, if you ask for support, if you ask for a friendship. Do not, please do not do this to yourself. You are hurting yourself, pile number 3. We as humans are social creatures. We need one and another. And I see that, you know, this can also come because this all can happen, okay? Because I'm very sorry, I'm so sorry if this is triggering you, because maybe you have come from a broken home. You lack that stability, you lack that love and support, and so it's not your fault. Pile number 3, let me tell you, it is not your fault. Again, it is not your fault. If you were still a child and you experienced so much abuse, so much toxicity in your life that made you the way you are right now, and you feel like you always have to be in the survival mode, I know, I get it. But right now, as you are becoming an adult, especially that if you're like over 25 years old, it is time for you to realize that growing up as a human adult, it's going to be really difficult if you do everything on your own. You just cannot do everything alone. And you don't have to feel like that's the way to live. Yes, be independent, but don't be alone, because the universe is actually trying to teach you on the contrary, the universe is actually trying to teach you to ask for help and to be with other people and actually seek the answers from outside of you. Now, I know a lot of times, especially, in this spiritual self-help community, we always talk about looking things from within us and finding the answers within us, which is true. When you want to know about what is it that I am passionate about, what is it that I want, yes, of course, you have to talk about it with yourself. There's nobody else that can give you that answer. You have to take a look and you have to realize and be awake about it. You have to be aware about it. But on some other occasions, when it comes to actually taking the action and working on some things, especially if you are a creative person, like an artist, for example, maybe some of you may be a singer, a musician, you cannot do it alone. You just can't. You cannot expect to be the artist, the editor, the director, the manager, the assistant, all at the same time, the audio engineer. You just can't. You cannot do everything. Like, yes, you may actually be able to do it, but you would not have the time. You would not have the time. You would not have the energy to do everything all yourself. You just can't, okay? Somebody that is multi-skilled, that is multi-talented, even so, they need assistant, they need a manager, they need an accountant. There's always somebody for every job, for every roles. And I get it, okay? Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to roast you, pal number 3. I'm trying to help you. And I get it. Believe me, trust me when I tell you this. I'm kind of still like this myself, okay? I want to do everything all by myself. But I realized that it's just getting too much. It is getting too much to the point that, sometimes I feel like, damn, do I really need a freaking manager? I feel like, no, it's not just an assistant. No, I need a freaking manager because I do so much freaking work. And it can get really, really overwhelming. Really overwhelming to the point sometimes I just want to break and I want to cry because it's a lot. But I still have a lot of fun and a lot of, I do it with a lot of joy because it is what I am passionate about. And this exactly is the same of what's going on for you, pal number 3. That's why, like I said, I get it, okay? But your spirit guides are telling you this is important, okay, for you to collab with people. Let me tell you, pal number 3, I do this myself, okay? I'm a freaking crazy ass, perfectionistic, idealistic Virgo. It's tiring for me myself of being that way. And that's why I am so grateful and blessed to have such beautiful friends around me, supporting me. And they always there to remind me that, hey, you don't have to do everything all alone. And whenever you want to collaborate together with your friends and make really fun, exciting project, go ahead, because it's going to bring such a beautiful, fresh, new energy. And that's what I did. And sometimes I feel like I almost cried because of the friendships that I have. It's so beautiful. And so, pal number 3, I feel that you really, really, really need to connect with the right people to find that right connections and also friendship. And this is what you really need. You need to open up your heart just like this, okay? You really need to open up your heart. Look at that. Grounding, healing, but also opening up your heart, opening up your walls. And look at with all of these girls dancing underneath the full moonlight. You have to manifest some things together with people. You cannot do it alone. You just can't, okay? So I'm just going to give you any last messages and we're going to close this reading, okay? We have consult your body's wisdom. Very similar cards, not similar, actually the same card. Okay, honor the process and consult your body's wisdom. We also had this for pile number 1 and for pile number 2, but I feel for you pile number 3, again, like I mentioned, this can indicate that pile number 1 and pile number 2 can symbolize the type of people, friendship, or even a lover that you do need. Now, other than that, the message for yourself is that you have to truly listen to your body. What is it that is trying to tell you? Are you feeling tired? Are you feeling sick? Do you experience headaches? Okay, go for a therapist, go for a doctor. Okay, go seek a psychologist as well if you need to, in some ways, for your mental health. But it is time for you to ask for help. You just gotta ask for help and do things together with people. Oh my goodness, I cannot go around spirit like this. Look at that. No joke, no games. Honor the cycle. This is the card that we also received with pile number 2. I feel like this is representing the divine feminine energy that you do need to connect within yourself. Okay, this is about honoring that intuition, that emotional side of you, but also honoring that spiritual path that you are in, and just accept it that you are an intuitive person, that you are a magical being. Okay, that you are different, and that's fine, that's okay. But I also feel like this indicate the person that will be coming into your life, or that you need to attract, and you need to actually come and talk to them. Okay, this can be a person that you have been in a situationship, or a connection for some time. Ooh, I suddenly feel a bit of a deja vu moments. That's so strange. I suddenly smell a very specific scent over here, like a perfume, just something sweet. I suddenly smell like a very specific scent that really reminded me back to my junior high school. So this can talk about you having to reconnect with some of your friends from junior high school, but this can also talk about some memories that you need to remember so that you can heal, or that you just actually want to tap back into whatever passion that you used to have back in your junior high school. Now, I see this is very interesting. I never channeled this specific message, by the way, but back in junior high school, there could be a specific comic book, or especially an anime that you really like. Maybe you forgot about it, or that maybe you used to be so obsessed about it, but as you grow up, you're like, nah, this is silly, especially if this is a love story. Okay, I see that you are actually a very hopeless romantic person, but as you grow up, you're like, nah, that is silly, that's stupid, that is so embarrassing. And let me tell you, pile number 3, I feel a lot of you who's watching, you are the divine masculine this time. Okay, you are the divine masculine, and quite a lot of you, actually more of you who's watching for pile number 3, you are actually men. Okay, but then again, doesn't matter the gender, doesn't matter the sexuality. Okay, just take it whichever resonates. But I feel that specifically, okay, if there is a specific message, then I will mention, and I do feel for quite a lot of you, you are men, or that you really hold this divine masculine energy, but you have forgotten that feminine energy within yourself for such a long time, and it is time for you to honor it. Look at that. Honor the process, honor the cycle. It is time for you to appreciate and respect that other side of you, okay, by tuning into that passion, that just accept it. Be vulnerable. There is power and there is strength by being vulnerable, because when you are vulnerable, you are actually being very utterly, completely honest with yourself of who you really are and what you really are. And that is when you will find that answer within yourself, and then ask for help, ask for support from other people around you. Other than that, I feel like this is just like a last message representing a person, a feminine energy that you are attracting into your life soon enough, very soon actually. But I feel for some, quite a lot of you, you are dealing with somebody over here that maybe you're not talking to, or that you maybe you left them or they left you. It's just something happened, like a misunderstanding, drama happened between the two of you, and you really need to talk to this person because they're going to be the one that can ultimately help you in so many ways. Because with this card, I see this in traditional tarot, I see this as a card of the world, which is that utter complete fulfillment of everything. Okay, it is that complete fulfillment over here. It's like literally having everything. And with this, obviously this is like the moon goddess or the moon card. This talks about mystery or something that used to be hidden. You will finally see it for what it is. So if you are actually dealing with a soulmate connection, you may finally be awakened and aware that this is actually your soulmate, and you need to go and get them. You gotta go and get them. You have to come talk to them. You have to, you know, if you actually did anything wrong towards them, you gotta make it up for them. But if they're the one who's, you know, misunderstanding you or just said something that really hurt your feelings, you also have to talk about it. Tell how you felt about it. Be honest, okay? Be vulnerable. Summon the rain. Feel your pain. Divine masculines, my beautiful divine masculines, please feel your pain. Cry the hell out of it. Cry it out loud. You need a good cry. I'm stressing over this. You need a good cry. Again, doesn't matter if you are a man or a woman. We all need a good fucking cry. I did not plan to curse at all for today's reading, but I just had to. Notice the pattern. What did I say? Whew. Be fluid. Yes. See, a lot of water element. And also notice the pattern. What is it that used to be really toxic or, you know, imbalance within your life, within yourself as well? What is it? What fears do you have within yourself when it comes to love, when it comes to connecting with people in general? Because I see that your issue over here is connecting with people. You're very closed off because you are afraid. You have that fear of abandonment. Your fear of abandonment is really strong because of your childhood, and I'm very sorry of that. Nobody ever, you know, a child deserves to be treated that way, to experience such harsh and violent. So yeah, there you go. That is the reading for your pile number 3. And again, if you feel called to watch the other 2 piles, because by the way, with this card, notice the pattern. We also received this for pile number 1 or pile number 2. And so this indicates a person that you need to connect or reconnect with again. And I feel like this is going to happen sometime soon. And if you are not taking this leap of faith to talk to this person or to attract love, if you feel like, nah, I don't want to, like I'm not ready, if you are still in that energy, like, I mean, that's fine, but I kind of feel like the universe is going to just like bam, make it happen somehow. If you are not taking action soon, there is probably going to be a tower moment that could happen. But then again, everybody's situation is very different, okay? It can be very different, so only take whichever resonates. And I see that for quite a lot of you, you may experience such a crazy coincidence where you will be passing by the person, exactly the person that you are trying to avoid, which is that, you know, that your counterpart, that soulmate. You may actually pass by them where there's nothing else you can do other than, you know, just like interact with them. I feel like the universe is going to orchestrate something to reunite you both and interact with each other. Okay, so there you go. That is your reading. Thank you so much, and I will see you again.